Alright, so in this part of the course, I want to go over some technical stuff in your store and also how you can get your own custom domain. And if you don't know, a domain is basically what your URL is for your website, so it's very important. So first thing you want to do in your Shopify is click setting. Okay, so store details, you're going to have all this information here. You have to fix it up. So click on this. So for your store name, this is just going to be your brand name. So for me, that's Sarah Business. All right, save the information. And just make sure everything here is right. Now, next thing you want to do is click on domains. All right, so this is now the domain name here. It's savemoneyonline10.myshopify.com. Now, this is not as professional as having your own website that says like .com at the end. So I always recommend that you do purchase a domain if you're like 100% certain on like your brand and what your brand's going to be about. So for me, I'm like, okay, 100% certain my brand is Sarah Business. That's going to be my URL. So if I'm ready and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it, then I can actually purchase a domain right now. So my domain will be sarahbusiness.com instead of this one right here. So you're probably wondering, how do I buy a domain? Don't worry. So go back inside the course and where it says buying domain, click there. And then you're going to see the link here where you can buy your domain from this website. All right, I'm now on the website, so I'm just going to search up the domain name I want. Now I know my brand is Sarah Business, but I am just going to purchase a Sarah Finance one just because I would probably use it. All right, let's search. Okay, so essentially it's going to tell you what is available. Now, I'm going to be honest, it's really hard to sometimes get the .com. I feel like .com is always taken. Let's just say your brand is like Travel with Julia or something, and you can't find travelwithjulia.com. That's okay. You can always pick .co, .ca. You could also do .ai. I actually would avoid the .ai just because it sounds a little bit weird. There's also .store. .store isn't actually too bad, so you can consider it. And if you can't find anything, sometimes you have to add dashes in. So I'll show you an example. If I do Sarah-finance and search up and see what comes up. As you can see, we got sarah-finance.com. So I could get this one if I want. But to be honest, I prefer to not have a dash. So I would just say, worst comes to worst, then add a dash. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and purchase this one, which is sarah-finance.store. It's just an example. I want to show you how you can purchase a domain. So there are some that are a bit cheaper, by the way. So this one's like $1. I've seen other ones that are like $50. I would try to keep it under $20, but I mean, if it's in demand, it will be more expensive. So I'm going to add to cart now. I'm going to click up here, view cart. All right, so here we are. Just make sure it says 1 year, and this should say free here, and there should be nothing else here at the bottom. All right, and also one thing here, if you scroll down, you should actually see a free trial where it says business email, and you do need a business email for email marketing. So if it gives you the free trial option, I recommend you just click this button right here, and it should be added to your order. So once you're ready, click confirm order, and now it's just going to ask you to create an account. All right, so I'm all good to go. Now click confirm order, create an account here. All right, now it's just asking me to fill out a bunch of info here, so just do that. Make sure your info here is all right. All right, continue. And now you can just pay here with your credit card. All right, let's move on to the next step. So come into your Shopify, click on settings. Now here I want you to click on domains and then click on connect existing domain. Then just add the domain you literally just purchased. For me, that's sarahfinance.store. Okay, now the next step is come back to Namecheap, go to your domain list, then click a little arrow here, click manage, and click advanced DNS. And now what I want you to do is come back to Shopify and literally just click verify connection here. Okay, so basically you can now see that your domain is pending. It says SSL pending. Now basically what this means is your domain is now pending in your Namecheap account, so they're trying to connect it to your website. All right, now I just want to confirm here. So when you're in settings, then domains, this SSL pending eventually should go away. So as you can see, it went away here, which means it connected. But for whatever reason, let's just say, this doesn't work and like it doesn't connect, you can always just talk to a live agent and get their help just to confirm like why it's not connecting. Because I've heard, people say in the past that it doesn't work, but it should work. And if it doesn't, then you have that live support to help you out. All right, now I want you to go back to Namecheap, go to your dashboard, and then now click on private email. Now click on manage. All right, so you should have something here that says create mailbox now or down here. So go ahead and click that. All right, for your mailbox name, you want to make sure you put basically your brand name, if that makes sense. So let's just say your brand name was Travel with Julia or something. Then you might want people to know you as Julia. So you want to put your name as Julia, for example. For example, for me, I have a domain that is Sarah at Finance Simple Co. And I put Sarah in the beginning just so people know that it's me who's like emailing them, right? So I'm just gonna put here Sarah. Now just create a password. All right, save changes. All right, now on Namecheap, I want you to click on Dashboard. All right, where you see a little email icon here, or maybe click this, actually click right here. Click log into webmail. All right, so now you're gonna log in with your email and the password you just created. So this is the email we created. Remember, it was sarah@sarahfinance.store, and then the password I made as well. Log in. Okay, perfect. Now this is basically the email here. So what I was trying to explain before with an email or this email that you have, essentially, you want to get people to subscribe to your newsletter, right? And then eventually you're going to start sending them emails. And let's say you have 1,000 people subscribed to your email list. That means you're going to be sending 1,000 people an email, let's say every week, for example. So you need this custom email to be able to send those emails out to them. I'm sure you always get, emails sent to you from companies and brands and stuff like that. So you're going to be doing the exact same thing in order to promote your affiliate links. All right, so we are now done from here. So I want you to go back to Shopify. And in Shopify, I'm going to actually teach you about email marketing, how it works, explain it more in details, and get you set up with your email list. So I'll see you in the next part of the course.